What's up, guys? It's your boy Magic, and today I'll be going over this tutorial about FL Studio and pretty much show beginners what the heck they looking at. Like, if you first start FL Studio, you would be discouraged by not knowing where things are and stuff like that. So what I'm about to do is show you what things are and kind of give you a grasp of of the software and where everything is, pretty much. So yeah. So if you open this is straight out the box. I just opened it up. It's an empty session, nothing in it, no sound. So let's go up to the top. Let's go through the things up here. First of all, look at this right here, hint panel. When you highlight over something over this screen, it'll tell you exactly what you're looking at. Like I'm at, say, view touch controller, view tempo tapper, open plugin, project picker, view browser, plugin picker. Yeah, like I said, if you look at this hint panel, this will save you. That's your guide. You want to look at that most of the time when you highlighting over anything in FL Studio, so you can kind of get used to things. And right here you have master volume. Like I said, you look at the hint panel, master volume, song, pattern mode, play, pause, and a shortcut. They just tell you right here. Like if I highlight over, you see say space. That lets you know the space bar. So you press it. Pretty much that's play and pause, stop, play and play and pause, or stop, record, tempo. Now you can drag, left click over it, and you can drag up and down of where you want your tempo, or you can right click on it and then you can go to these set standards here, or you can type it in. It depends on, like, you say you want a 110, just one, and press enter. And there you go, you got your tempo. And this is called metronome. This is to make sure your beat is on and grid, or hitting the right bars. So like 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. It's just a guide to help you, but if you that advanced and don't need it, then you can turn it off easily. And I don't know if and if you right click over it, you can get different sounds. You can get tick, a beat, or a cowbell. So let's do a cowbell. Let's do beat. Let's do tick. I like the hi-hat. It just make me think, okay, I got that playing already in my beat, so I'd go back to hi-hat. Like I said, just right click over it and select what you want, and left click, turn it off. And okay, this right here, playlist, is this right here, this area right here where your song is pretty much played. That's where you put your arrangements at. You can change the track names. Say you want this to be melody line, so you just right click over it and go to rename and color, and we'll say melody. But we're not gonna press enter. Another thing you can do right here, you left click on it, you can change the color you want on it, and just accept and check. Hit the check mark. I think you press enter too, or enter, and yeah, right there. And you change the name of that. These patterns, you have multiple patterns. It goes to, I don't know where it stops, but pattern is where that's before you get to the playlist. So then your pattern is normally on your channel rack, which is right here. Channel rack. Okay, so that's where your pattern is. So I press play and watch it. It's gonna highlight over it. I'm gonna go back over. Yeah. And this pattern sound mode is pretty much for this channel rack and playlist. So you want to go to song mode when you want to go to the playlist. So you just left click on it and you go to the playlist. And you want to go to pattern, just left click on it and it goes to this pattern here. So I bet you wonder now, okay, I don't hear anything. Okay, that's get to that. We get into that. So this right here, when you first start FL Studio, you have this list here. Some of this stuff you don't have because I set it up for me. So packs and drums, that these are called stock plugins or stock sounds. Stock mean that it came with the software. Third-party sounds or plugins or whatever, that's what came after. That's something that I imported myself for my workflow. So, and plugins are effects that you put on a sound, particular sound. So, say you want to EQ something. You find a plugin to apply the EQ effect to it that does EQ, and you manipulate that sound. But we get to that in another tutorial, and I'll show you how to do those things. For beginners, like I said, here we go to drums. Oh, we left click on packs, left click on drums, and go to cymbals. We'll find us a sound. We're just gonna grab a sound. What you do, you drag that over here into the channel rack, and it's over there now. And you left click on it again to minimize it, and you go to a kick, but you're gonna go with that kick. You can right click on the kick and open a new channel, and it'll import it over there in the channel rack as well. But it'll show the properties of that wave file or sound that you just had. What I normally do is I unmark, uncheck, use loop points because I don't want it repeating. I want it to do what I want it to do, if that makes sense. And yeah, exit out of there. I got a ride, I got a kick, and let's add a snare. And like I said, you can drag it over there, or you can right click and open a new channel, and you just have to do this, take out loop points. And you left click on the same thing up here to get back to the properties. You left click on the sound right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it on that. And let's put a snare here and a here, and we're gonna make a boom, 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 boom. We're gonna make boom, boom. Let's go. Let's press space bar. Yeah, like I said, that's simple. And you left click on it on the kick or whatever sound, and this is we call the step sequencer, and you right click on it if you want to delete it. So we just right click over it and delete. And if you want to undo what you did, Control Z, and you still got your sounds. And another trick, I like to turn my ride down because I don't want that too loud right now. I want to add like kind of like a hi-hat. So you can right click over the sound and fill each two-step, and that automatically puts it there. So let's grab a nice hat, and you can drag this over a sound that you don't want, and it'll override it. So now I got the hat right there. Yeah, so that's about it so far. And then you can drag this. Like I said, what all this is a pattern. So you right click on this part right here, or left click on it, and you just paste it there. And now if you go to song mode here, these tools are for the playlist right here. So this is a duplication of a pattern. So let's say I want to duplicate, I just hold it, left click it, and hold it, and just drag it all the way across. But if you have this draw tool, what it does, it'll draw it, but you can choose where you want to place it. So I just want to manipulate that whole sound throughout, so I just drag the brush tool. And like I said, you go back to the channel rack, you have pattern and song mode. So song mode is what's going to play in the playlist. So press play or space bar. So we press space bar. And space bar, and we're done. So that's step one as far as beginner session. Like if you guys want to know any more tools or tricks that I haven't went over yet, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely make a tutorial about it. Peace, your boy Magic. Hey.